football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Utes will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has him in striking distance already. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He leaves it with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Gets it out quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness, they got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throwing right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utah!
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Running into the open space. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Volunteers! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
The Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll try to convert on 4th and short from the 20. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Extending the play. It's complete on the right side. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Gonna look downfield again. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that. Can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. and nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Back on the offense coming onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Utah! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out past the 35. Turning it on. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
The Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. to the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Utah.
And the Utes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Backed up in their own end. Don't hold the ball too long. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Utes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in stride at the 15. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up 14 over Northern Illinois. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Going right to work up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got his man to the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown ball.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish the first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, though? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover. But, man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He fires a bullet to the right. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Utes! They weren't finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the result.
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Finding open area. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to 27. The Utes moving quickly to the line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Running to the left. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Utes want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to keep it in the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Utes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quick completion on the out route.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with the lone back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker.
He gets the first down, and I tell you what, these are the guys you like to go to. Throw those big-body tight ends with the sure mitts over the middle of the field where you know you can get a high percentage throw. Nice catch, nice first down.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Burrow. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Burr. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
All right, it's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
These two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll move the wide receiver. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Burr. No chance to run, but they still moving forward. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. One more play to pad the stats. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires left. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's going to go down